Do you want to catch Pokemon faster, easier, and more efficiently? Great, because today I'm going to show you 5 tricks that will help you do exactly that in Pokemon Go. Before we get into the more fun and more complicated tricks, we're going to start with the very basics of catching Pokemon, the catch modifiers. By now, you all know that there are certain things that you can do to increase your chances of catching a Pokemon. But do you know the actual numbers for each of them? When you're catching a Pokemon, the catch circle can range from green to orange all the way to a dark red, and that indicates how difficult that Pokemon is to catch. But there are some items and techniques that you can use to increase your chances of catching it, and each of those things has a multiplier associated with it that affects how much it actually increases your chances of catching the Pokemon. Starting with a Pokeball. A Pokeball is the base rate. It has a multiplier of 1, meaning it doesn't actually increase your chances. This is where we start. If you just throw a Pokeball, straight throw, you don't hit a nice, great, or excellent, the multiplier is 1. And from there, everything goes up. So with the balls, Great Ball is a 1.5 and Ultra Ball is a 2. Of course, there are also items you can use to increase your chances of catching Pokemon. So if you use a Raspberry, the multiplier is 1.5. A Silver Pineapple Berry is 1.8, and a Golden Raspberry is 2.5, which is the highest multiplier you can get. Beyond that, you can also change your throw technique to increase your chances of catching a Pokemon. A Curveball has a 1.7 multiplier, so learning to throw a Curveball is important because just a Curveball on its own gives you a better chance of catching a Pokemon than using a Great Ball. And then there's the throw bonus, the nice, great, and excellent. When you're holding a Pokeball, you'll see that that inner circle changes size, and the size of the circle affects the multiplier. So, from the very beginning, the biggest possible circle, there's no multiplier, it's a 1. Then, if you hold it all the way down to the smallest possible circle, the multiplier increases to 2, which is the same as an Ultra Ball. What that basically means is the smallest possible excellent throw has the same multiplier as an Ultra Ball. The biggest possible nice throw has the same multiplier as a Pokeball. And a great throw, the average great throw is 1.5, which is the same as a great ball. So basically, the smaller the circle gets, the more the multiplier increases up to a maximum of 2. And then there's also one more multiplier that I think a lot of people might have actually forgotten about, and that is your catch medals. For each type, you get a bonus to your catch multiplier depending on how high your medal is. So with a bronze badge, you get a +1 normal type catch bonus, and that multiplier is 1.1. For a silver badge, you get a +2, that's a 1.2 multiplier. For a gold badge, it's a 1.3, and for a platinum, a 1.4. So working on your type medals can actually help you increase your chances of catching Pokemon of that type. So with all that explained, learning to throw excellent curveball throws is actually one of the most important things you can do to help increase your chances of catching a Pokemon on the first ball. Hitting excellent throws on different Pokemon is really about the distance that you drag the ball on the screen and the angle that you throw the ball. So for a Pokemon like Aron, it's a relatively short distance. I missed. Luckily, there's another one here. If you see that the ball hits the Pokemon below your target circle, you want to drag your thumb or finger a little bit longer before you release it. So it would be a little bit longer. There we go. And another adjustment that can really help hitting excellent throws is the angle. Some Pokemon you want to throw a little bit more sideways than others. Now that we've got the basics out of the way, we can move on to the fun stuff, starting with the most important catch trick you can learn, the fast catch. Fast catching is a super important trick to know, especially on event days like Community Day or Go Fest, when you're dealing with huge numbers of spawns that you want to shiny check and get through quickly. So let me show you how it works. It's actually a really simple trick that just lets you exit the catch screen before you're done watching the entire animation. So what you want to do is grab either the Pokeball tray or the berry tray, depending on which hand you throw with. Personally, I grab the Pokeball tray and drag across the screen and hold it. Don't release it, because when you release it, it's going to open. So grab it and hold it, then throw your Pokeball like normal. When you release the screen, the tray is going to open. You can tap the screen to close the tray, and then you'll see at the top of the screen, the runaway button appears, and you can press it before you're done. So again, what you're going to do is grab the tray, throw your ball, let go of the tray, close it, and run. And the game actually decides whether or not you caught the Pokemon as soon as the Pokeball hits it. So when you run away, if you open up your inventory, you'll see whether or not you caught that Pokemon. The Machop is already there, even though we didn't stick around and watch the entire Pokeball shaking animation. It's super simple, and once you get the hang of it, you can really quickly get through a ton of Pokemon in a cluster spawn so you can shiny check everything and move on to the next Pokemon as fast as possible. Now, even when you're quick catching, you still want to be using the best ball and berry possible to increase your chances of catching that Pokemon. Of course, try to hit an excellent throw. But as soon as you run away, that Pokemon will either disappear, or if you tap on it again, it'll disappear because it's already in your inventory. Now, there's actually an even faster method of quick catching. It's the AR quick catch. So for this one, you want to go into your settings and make sure that Niantic AR is turned off. And then when you go into the catch screen, you want to toggle on AR so that every time you encounter a Pokemon, it's going to default to AR mode. Now, this works exactly the same way as quick catching, except your Pokeball and berry icons show up a lot faster. So I'll put these encounters side by side for you with AR on and off, and you'll see how much faster the icons actually show up when you have AR on. So for the AR quick catch, you're going to do exactly the same thing as the regular quick catch. You can just do it a lot faster. Now, I don't normally use the AR quick catch, and it takes a little bit of practice, but if you position a Pokemon in the top right corner of your screen, that gives you the best chance of just throwing a Pokeball and hitting it and then running away. So it does kind of mean you have to hold your phone at a certain angle as you're out playing, but once you get the hang of it, it's definitely a lot faster because of how quickly you can open up that ball tray, throw your ball, and move on. And of course, because you're using AR mode, it also means it's going to drain your phone's battery a lot faster. It's going to get a lot hotter if you're playing outside. So those are all just things to be aware of. Another super useful trick that newer players of Pokemon Go might not know about is the circle lock technique. And this is especially useful when you're trying to catch legendary Pokemon after raids. Let me show you how it's done. So you know that when you're catching a Pokemon, the size of the target circle will change while you're holding the Pokeball. And sometimes the Pokemon will attack and knock your ball away, and that can be a problem when you're trying to catch a legendary and you have a limited number of Premier Balls. Now, when the Pokemon is attacking, the size of that circle actually won't change. So with the circle lock trick, what you want to do is let go of the Pokeball when the circle is the size that you want. So if you're trying to throw an excellent throw, you can let go of the Pokeball when the circle is really small, and then you just wait for the Pokemon to attack. When the Pokemon attacks, you throw the ball towards the end of that animation, and the circle will have stayed the same size. Now, obviously, I missed the excellent throw there, but let's try it again. We'll set the circle at a small circle. When the attack animation starts, then you can throw the ball, hit the excellent throw, the circle stayed the same size, and that's really going to improve your chances of catching the Pokemon. Obviously, it's going to be even better if I use a raspberry, golden raspberry. So set the circle, wait for the attack, throw the Pokeball, hit the excellent throw. I'll show you one more time. Set the circle, wait for the attack, throw the ball, hit the excellent. Takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it down, it's really going to help you catch legendary Pokemon. Now, the last trick I'm going to show you won't help you catch Pokemon faster, but it will help you get more out of your catches. This trick involves your field research stack. So if you encounter a field research reward Pokemon and you don't catch it, if you run away, it gets stacked. That's why I have this research task up here that says claim reward above all the rest of the tasks. This is your field research stack, and any Pokemon that you run away from as a field research encounter go into the stack. You can have a maximum of 100 Pokemon saved up here. That means you can save 100 Pokemon to catch at a different time, such as during a double Stardust event or a double Catch Candy event. Anytime there's a bonus for catching Pokemon, you can clear out and catch all the Pokemon saved in your research stack and get extra rewards for catching them. Now, my stack is full of Relicanth that have been stacked here since 2019. At the Pokemon World Championships, there were a bunch of field research tasks that gave Relicanth, and I stacked them up here, and I still haven't gone through them all because I just want to catch them as I travel around to different places. But I'll catch one for you here today, just to show you. The next Pokemon in the stack, not a Relicanth. Carvana, was that also during Worlds? Let's find out what's behind it. Maybe that was my last Relicanth and I finally finished it. Next up, Carvana. Are the Relicanth gone? Well, by stacking Pokemon, I think that was my last Relicanth. But by stacking Pokemon in your research stack, you can catch them all at the same time later on when it's convenient, or when there's a bonus, or when you have a star piece or a lucky egg active, so you can get even better rewards when you catch all of those Pokemon. Wow, I cleaned out the Relicanth. Now I'm just curious how many Pokemon are in this stack. I'm gonna go through them all. There's no bonus active right now, but I'm just gonna catch everything that's in here. Oh! What? There's a shiny Magikarp. I wonder how long this has been waiting in my research stack. Hello? What is this from? These have all, well, a lot of water types. Maybe some water type event? What? That was so random and unexpected. What else is in here? Aerodactyl. Oh, and if you want to save extra time, you can actually throw a berry to the Pokemon before running away from it, and that berry will stay there. So this Aerodactyl, I gave it a berry and then probably ran away from it. It's stacked with the berry. So that saves you a little bit of extra time if you want to be super efficient. It's gone! After 3 years, cleaned out my research stack. Oh, that was 100. That was 100 Pokemon. I probably lost some Relicanth because I overfilled my stack. There's a shiny Magikarp in there, and a Long Beach, California Bile style Oricorio. But anyway, you can see how having that many Pokemon stored up to catch in such a short amount of time could be very helpful during a double Stardust event or double catch candy, which I totally should have waited for, but I didn't think I had a full stack of 100 Pokemon when I started that. But there you go, 5 tricks that will help you catch Pokemon faster, easier, and more efficiently. I hope that was helpful, and if you're looking for more tricks, check out this video where I explain how to get 2 research tasks from the same Pokestop. Also, if there are any other catch tricks that you use, let me know down in the comments. See you in the next one.